Hi, I'm Mike from Michael's Motor Cars, located in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and I'd like to show you a very special car. Come on over and look at it. This car is a 1973 Jensen Interceptor MKII Coupe. Bring a Trailer will show you the listing. It is a repeat car on Bring a Trailer. It was last seen in January of 2023, where it sold for around $60,000. And I'd like to redirect you to look at that auction, look at all the comments, which I'll discuss. I think that the previous auction was an excellent representation of the car. We are selling it on consignment for one of our customers. Since that auction, it has only traveled about 100 miles on the odometer, but it has had about $8,000 worth of work done on the car, and we are posting the receipts for those service records of the improvements that were done to this car. As I mentioned, the previous auction did represent the car very well. Overall, the appearance of the car is very high. It's in nice condition overall. All of the chrome and stainless steel trim is beautiful on the car. It's as good as it looks. I mean, it really is very nice. The paint finish overall is very nice. It was done a couple of years ago, which you can see in the previous auction. I'll show you there are a few minor imperfections on the paint, but they are minor. There's one right here where the finish of the paint changes to the thicker paint here. There was a little bit of a hairline blemish there, which we've touched up. And then on the left rear quarter of the car, and this has been here for a while, there's a little bit of settling in the paint right around here, which is hard to photograph, and it only shows up in certain kinds of lights, but it is very minor. Now, going back to the front of the car, as shown in the earlier auction, of course, it is the Chrysler 440 engine. I can tell you from having driven this car, and you'll see our showroom video, our driving video, excellent performance. Tons of torque, Chrysler 440. It's a new battery in the car, and it does have newer style air conditioning compressor, which works well. The air conditioning is functioning on the car. Dual electric fans are functioning in the car. The car, we drove it, and it was mid-80s because it was warm here, and the engine kept its cool. So I can report that it does run well in warm weather. Of course, these were known for overheating. This car does seem to keep its cool and does seem to run in a nice operating temperature range. They did talk about maybe improving some of the flow of the radiator, of the flaps on there. So that may be something to consider. But the car drives beautifully. It shifts well. Fantastic 440 performance. Air conditioning is working, and it's very well sorted. Everything is working on the car. What they did for the service work they did on the car was basically just doing odds and ends. They worked on the front suspension. They had done some electrical work on the car, just chasing down little things on the car that all needed to be addressed. I would like to say, as mentioned in the earlier auction, the interior of the car is phenomenal. The stitching, the leather, the corduroy headrests, the woodwork, everything is just phenomenal on this car. It has the wonderful leather smell inside, and it is just outstanding. And looking at other Bring a Trailer auctions, in my research, I've not seen one that comes close to this car's interior. So the interior really is as good as it's represented. And all of the pictures that we have submitted in this current auction are current pictures. So these are pictures we just did. We just did all the driving videos. So this is the way the car looks right now, today. The wheels are all excellent condition. And as I said earlier, chrome, trim, glass, all that is excellent. One thing that I found a little humorous, in the earlier auction, they questioned why was there a battery in the trunk. There wasn't. It was just a plastic battery box. The battery is in the correct position in the front of the car. So in the trunk, we do have a complete car cover. There also are two brand new front floor mats that have never been used. They're brand new. And we have the correct Jensen jack that's in its proper bag. And that's attached right there. The spare is under the boot where it belongs. These cars are cool. I've always liked the Jensens just for their style and their uniqueness. The rear of the car is excellent. There are no marks, blemishes, or anything on the trim, the lenses, the chrome, the tailpipes, all of that. I rarely use the word perfect, but I would say all of that is perfect on this car. Coming along the side, Jensen emblems. And when you read the previous auction, an extensive multi-year restoration was done on this car. And it shows. It shows on the level of detail. And I would say at this point, with the money that was spent on it in the last year and a half, all the little niggling bugs have been worked out of the car. It is a very nice driving car. And as Jensens are known, if you're driving along at 60 or 70 and you punch it, instantly you're doing 100 or so. The torque of the 440 is just legendary, of course. So coming along this side, same thing. Everything is in order. Nice straight lines on the car. I didn't latch the hood, so the hood, of course, latches shut. So there you have it. Please ask us any questions that you may have. It essentially is the same car it was a year and a half with $8,000 worth of service being done to it, little details, and it's ready to go and find a new home. So we hope that someone will appreciate this Jensen, and it will go well. And again, ask us any questions. We also invite anyone to come in and see the car in person or send a representative to see the car. So thanks for taking the time and seeing our nice Jensen.